What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be playing a game on Beats TGO today, and today I've got my hands on Nicolas's top 4 deck from the Latin America International Championships. Shout out to Nicolas, having an incredible season. Finished off last season with a top 8 Worlds performance, and then coming right back in with a top 4 LAIC. Nicolas is a good friend of mine. Shout out to Nicolas from Chile. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. And he is a great guy all around and just a great player and seeing a ton of success. So very excited for him and his accomplishments with Granbull. What a cool deck and an awesome list here too to show off. So excited about this. This list plays a Zebstrika. We also play a Fiery Flint in here, 3 copies of Diantha. There are just like a bunch of cool things about this Granbull list, and it really does seem like an exceptional, well-built list. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that Nicolas has had a little bit of bad beats in his last couple of big top 8s as well. He lost to the eventual finalist at the World Championships, and as many of you may know, that finalist was, I guess, disqualified and then banned for stacking their deck during tournament play. And then Nicolas's top 4 opponent also got disqualified from the Latin America International Championships for also stacking their deck during tournament play. So kind of some bad beats there from from Nicolas's perspective. Just definitely unfortunate. However, that's just there's just no other way. It's just unfortunate. It's just the way it is. It's kind of yikes, but oh well, life goes on, does it not? All right, I think we need another snubble here just in case this snubble goes down. So I'm thinking that we kind of need to just instruct into some hotness here. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't really want to get rid of that other energy. I know we're only playing 6, but we are playing 3 copies of Diantha in this list, so potentially we'll be all right. I also play some rescue stretchers, so we'll go in and get rid of these guys, and then we can maybe keep the pal pad in case we want to make a mess for some damage. There's no point in making a mess. Let's just be honest. We'll get rid of these. That's fine. We're just going to get rid of those. We'll keep the Granbull. That's fine. I'll get myself a Ditto Prism Star just in case we draw into some other hotness here off of the Instruct, and then we'll see how this buffs out. See, we got Great Ball and Choice Band as well. Great Ball. Great hit there for us. We've got the Magcargo for next turn. We've got the Ditto Prism Star, and all seems well here. Not exactly sure what this EV is going to turn into, but I bet it is an Espeon. That seems like kind of where we're headed here. So I don't actually want to make a mess. I think I will just pass to my opponent, and I kind of want to keep that Choice Band so that I can one-hit KO an Espeon GX sometime here going forward. So yep, let's just go ahead, pass to my opponent, see what they got. If they use Latios to break through, that's fine. They'll do 30 damage to 2 Pokemon. I would kind of want to find another evolution, another Granbull there to evolve that Ditto Prism Star up, because I kind of also have to look out for Divide GX. Divide GX could theoretically, can't actually take out a Snubble and the Ditto Prism Star, but if my opponent were to use Breakthrough this turn and then I knock out the Latios, if my opponent does use a Divide GX next turn, then they could kind of mess me up. But it looks like we're getting let loose here, so we're going to shuffle up and each draw 4. And this is looking like a fine hand, though we do not have a Magcargo in this hand, which is something that we desperately want. Man, I got something in my eye. My eye is itching. But we definitely want a Magcargo. So we have Fiery Flint, which is cool, right? Because we could just burn these cards that we have in our hand and just draw even more cards off of Oranguru, and that's like just what we have to do here. There's no other real way around this. So we're going to Fiery Flint and discard those. Look for a Fire Energy. Yeah, there are none. Then we will Instruct for 3. And see what we get here. We've got Rescue Stretcher, Ultra Ball, Apricorn Maker. I mean, we can make the dream work, yep, with this hand. That is totally fine. I think we just Ultra Ball this hand away. I think there's another way to do this. Let's, if we Apricorn Maker, we can get 2 balls, and then we can Ultra Ball away, one of them away, and then also get more search. So that's like the optimal way to do this. We're going to get like Great Ball and Nest Ball, I believe. And then what we can do is we can, we're going to get like another copy of, oh, goodness, yeah, and I definitely want to get like another evolution for this Ditto Prism Star to get that kind of out of harm's way. Well, I mean, like I want to, but yeah. So we're going to get this Great Ball and Nest Ball done. And then I can Nest Ball for one more Pokemon, probably going to be an Oranguru. And then I can Ultra Ball away the Rescue Stretcher and my Great Ball. Probably going to Ultra Ball away Rescue Stretcher and Great Ball. And we'll evolve into a Magcargo. We want that. So we got a Magcargo here. And what does my opponent got going on? They got a Mewtwo GX, an Espeon GX. They've got some Garbodors. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage here. I'm going to evolve this one just because that seems safe to protect that. Then we'll get ourselves another Oranguru. If we had one, that's what would go there, but we don't. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just get ourselves another Snubbull. Sure, why not? And then let's stack a card for next turn. I'm cool just stacking the Fairy Energy. Assuming that that thing is going to go down, then we'll just have the Fairy Energy on top. All right, so this is definitely smooth sailing right now. The reason that we are running Zebstrika in this list, which I think is probably the most wild inclusion in this deck, is that we have the Zebstrika line, is because Granbull actually was a pretty hyped non-GX deck heading into the Latin American International Championships, and to counter it, a lot of players were teching Muck into their deck. A lot of Zoroark control decks also put Muck in their decks, and it was just such an easy card to splash into decks because of Ditto Prism Star. So players were using Ditto Prism Star, evolve into Muck, and Muck stops all basic abilities from being activated. So Instruct was not working, and Instruct really is kind of the backbone of this deck in combination with Smooth Over. So Zebstrika at least gives you an out to draw cards even if your opponent does have Muck in play. So that was a pretty ingenious inclusion in here. Love that. Another interesting thing about this list is that we are not playing any Lost Splendors, right? There are no Lost Splendors, no Lost Mixers, whatever you want to call it, in this list either. So that was definitely something that I took note of. I mean, instead we're playing more copies of Mysterious Treasure. So let's see what we got going on here. We can stack like a, I think we just do it like this. Yeah, we just stack a Granbull, draw into it, and just go from there. We could stack a, yep, I think that's just what we do. That, or I could go get Diantha, right? If we get Diantha, then I can... Diantha's pretty good. Yeah, why don't we just do Diantha? That's fine. So we stack Diantha, and then we can instruct. Sure, we're going to smooth over. We're going to put the Diantha on top of our deck, and then we can go get... Let's see, and we're going to need to take out some GXs here eventually. We can go get some stuff with Diantha, though. I think that seems cool. Yep, so let's do that. And then we can just instruct into Diantha. That seems fine. And then we could Diantha for, like, a Rescue Stretcher. I might be, like, playing myself here. Yeah, I might be just doing way too much, but that's fine. I don't want to get rid of that energy, so we're just going to instruct here, and I actually will only be able to get one card off of the Diantha because I'm going to have to Mysterious Treasure away the other thing. So that's like kind of interesting. I guess I could just get Granbull, and then it doesn't actually matter what else I get because it's just got to get Mysterious Treasured away in order for me to use my attack this turn. So we're just going to do like that. This is like I don't know. Yeah, big brain deck over here. So we're going to try not to clog the machine like we usually do. Yeah, got nothing. And then we'll just do Granbull, Fairy Energy. What's up, Natalie?
Hey.
And then we are going to all out for another 160 damage.
Insane.
Got it. Insano. In the braino. We got it. Apricorn Maker. That's a very good draw for me there. This deck is also playing 4 copies of Apricorn Maker, so very cool there. The Apricorn Maker is going to allow me to have a great turn, just allowing me to get like another Nest Ball or maybe another Ultra Ball so that I can get a little bit more action going on here. What I would like is to have my second Oranguru and the Magcargo. If I had the second Oranguru and Magcargo, I could pull off more complicated turns because I would be able to smooth over twice. I would be able to control my top deck in some situations. It would just be an all-around better situation for me. So it is going to be a little tough kind of having that bottleneck of not having that second copy of Oranguru here. Let's see. So we're confused. And I actually love that I hit the Rescue Stretcher here. That's good. Because I wanted another, I wanted that. So I think here, yeah, I could hit my switch, I guess. If I hit a switch, I could hit a Guzma as well. But I need to get rid of this Apricorn Maker. So switch would be the best one to use. And all these guys got a retreat cost of 2. So they're all pretty heavy. Let's go in with Apricorn Maker, kind of see what we got here. I don't think that I actually want to stack before I use the Apricorn Maker. I don't think. Yeah, let's just use that Apricorn Maker first. So let's figure out what we're going to get out of the deck. I think I get the Blitzel out of the deck to give me more draw, potentially. That, or I could get the Magcargo out of the deck as well. So I could Ultra Ball things, I could Great Ball. I could just go like double Great Ball and then just go for it. That seems like horrible. We could stack the Switch on top of our deck so that we get, if we stack Switch though, let's get ourselves Great Ball and Nest Ball. Great Ball and Ultra Ball. Great Ball and Nest Ball. Let's go Great Ball and Nest Ball. All right, we're going to do that. And then I could Rescue Stretcher for that thing back. I could throw it back into the deck. I don't want it to be any sort of not guaranteed situation, though. So I think I'm just going to Rescue Stretcher. I'm going to shuffle that Snubble back in. That's fine. We'll, let's see, do I Great Ball now? Do I Nest Ball first? We could stack. I've already Apricorn Makered. I know that. I think I want to see if I get the Granbull off of this, in which case I probably shouldn't have thrown that back in. So I think, yeah, I just see what I get here. So it's a known quantity. All right. So that's cool. So what I would need in order to attack is I would need Fairy Energy and Switch. So like that's not what we want. I think we're just going to end up trying to attack into this Espeon here, which is not great, but it's fine. I'm actually fine with it. I'm going to stack a Choice Band and just go for it. It's kind of just a weird... Yeah, because that's like a 1-card hit that could be a big play here. And then I would just knock out the Espeon, I believe, right? No, I'm 10 short. I am 10 short. Okay, and I don't know what I've been talking about. Yeah. So I'm doing 190 damage with that Choice Band. That's fine. At least I instruct into it, and it's just like a guaranteed whatever. All right, that's cool. Yep. So the math actually does kind of matter because if I hit it and I do hit 190, then I give myself an opportunity. Do I actually get? I don't think I get the. I was gonna say I don't think I get the Blitzel. I think I'm cool on just this. And then we'll just go for the all out. Nope, just punished. That's fine. I didn't quite think that I had the switch play there. With only one Magcargo, I don't think that I was going to be able to stack the switch and the Granbull. I mean, I did the switch and the energy. I needed to hit switch and energy to make that combo kind of buff out there, so I'm fine just like losing that. That's fine. Like, it didn't get one hit KO the turn previous, so I was okay going in a little bit greedy. But the choice band actually kind of buffed out. Like, it was a fine hit, because if I hit 190, then I can knock it out with just a regular all out. If I only hit 160, then I still have to limit my hand again. So let's go in with our Granbull here. See what kind of magic we can whoop up this turn. We got a perfect draw there. That's exactly what we want. So let's, do we actually go for it? Draw any more cards, see what we can get here. I think I'm cool just instructing. That way, let's just see what we get. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Let's start to knock some things down. And then we get to Diantha for free, which is fantastic. We could just go get ourselves a Granbull and a Fairy Energy, which we're going to need some more of. I still have a rescue. No, both my rescue stretchers are down. So I could get, I think I like getting both of these so that, yeah, that's cool. So that I could just evolve this bench Snubble as well. And then I can stack a card on top of my deck. Next turn, I think I want Guzma. That's fine. I think I'm going to stack a Guzma on top so that I can start to eventually take a 2-prize turn. I think I'd like to take a 2-prize turn here. I could also stack a Pokemon catcher. Then you never know what's going to happen. I think we got to go for a Guzma eventually, though. But I don't have the Fairy Energy to back it up. I would have to stack the Fairy Energy. But I am going to have another card. Yeah, we'll stack Guzma. All right, we're going for Guzma next turn. Because I'll have Guzma in my hand. I'm going to take one off the prize, and then I'm going to take... Yeah. So I'll have 2 cards in my hand. I'll be able to do it. Okay. Big brain deck. Honestly, if you guys can't tell that my brain is, like, very, very... like throbbing right now with all the thoughts that I have to think. It's just like, yikes. All right. So, oh yeah, and then I also could have cleaned that Espeon up with a Shrine of Punishment. So now that I'm like seeing that, yeah, that would have been totally cool to hit the Espeon for 190 and then just bop it with a Shrine any other turn. Yep, this is honestly, this is cool. I'm just getting started here, just warming up. We're warming up, getting everything going here on PTCGO today. And it's funny just like watching yourself play a complicated deck like this and then just being like, oh yeah, that turn could have been more optimal, that could have been more optimal. And really, I'm just trying to play the deck just, a baseline acceptable level. I know Nicolas must have piloted this thing just absolutely, beautifully in order to, get, oh my goodness, what am I going to do here? All right. In order to get all the way to top 4 of that international championship. So I think here I can Guzma, then I need like a Fairy Energy and a Mysterious Treasure. I don't think that's quite going to do it. Let's stack our deck. Okay. So I could stack my deck for a Mysterious Treasure or something. A Pokemon Catcher. That doesn't... I could stack for the... I need to, like, thin my hand all the way down, though. He really bamboozled me. I could get Switch, but then I can't actually get it all done the way that I needed to. All right, I think I need a Mysterious Treasure. That's fine. Oh, my gosh. And then, let's see, because I need to be able to get rid of that Nest Ball. So let's just, like, Guzma something out and just hope that we hit, I think. I'm just going to Guzma that out. I'm kind of tired of losing, Granbulls. That's fine. And then we'll get Mysterious Treasure to get rid of the Nest Ball, and then let's hope we get a Fairy. I am so good at this game. Oh, my gosh. What? Oh, yeah. So that's a brilliant play there. There we go. And that probably wasn't the correct way to get myself out of that hole, but you know what? We did it. So who cares? Y'all can tell me how we should have appropriately dug our way out of that hand before, but it's fine. We got there. Oh, yeah, pro plays with Granbull in there, getting out of confusion and hitting the Fairy Energy for the Guzma. What a rip. That was nutty. I love that. That just is a feel-good play. I don't even want to play any more games. We just, like, pack it up. Be like, all right, that's all the Granbull I need for today, fellas. I'm good to go. And then another perfect top deck here. That's fantastic as well. At this point, I just want Switch. So I think... How do I do this? Because I want, yeah, I want switch to hit into this guy. Let's, do I Ultra Ball away and then just put switch? That seems bad. Let's smooth over. Oh my gosh, it timed me out. Man, I was not at 0 yet. That's insane. I don't think there's any way I lose this game anyway, but I was definitely not at 0 in that thing. I think, okay, so in retrospect, what I needed to do, because the one Rangaroo is really killing me here. I really need the second Rangaroo this game. I could have gotten the Zebstrika out, but I was trying to think through that turn, because what I wanted to do was switch. I didn't want to just attempt to swing into it and fail again. But I couldn't attach the bodybuilding dumbbells and then instruct into switch, because then I would have had to play the switch and I wouldn't have had another card to Ultra Ball away. That's where that second instruct would have really done wonders there. It does not matter though. We've already hitting that energy on the Lele put us so far ahead at this point that there's like really no way we can mess this one up. I am sure we are going to be A-okay. We just need to figure out how to get this Granbull out the active though. I could just go for it, you know, but that seems like there's got to be a way to do it without just going for it. We could get another energy, we could get a switch. There's a bunch of things we could get going on here in order to make this easier for our Granbulls. Alrighty then, we're gonna Apricorn Maker like for sure, and we're gonna get Ultra Ball definitely. So we Ultra Ball away. 2 things, and we could play the other 2 things. Great. Okay. I think this is a go for it hand, honestly. Just seems that way from what I'm looking at. Yeah. So then we could stack. Okay. Do we get 2 Ultra Balls or 1? I think I'm just going to get 1 Ultra Ball. I think it could have been correct to get 2. Now that I'm like, but I just didn't want to run into the timer issue again. I wasn't going to do that to you guys. So I think what we do here, yeah, we can't like stack. Yeah. I don't think we could do it. Ultra Ball. These 2 away. We get another Magcargo. Or another Granbull. No, we need another Magcargo. That's fine. And then, have we instructed yet? No, we have not instructed yet. We're cool. All right, we could do it. We got switch, Shrine of Punishment, choice band game. All right, I'm overthinking things. So here we go. We've got there. I just was, yep, you could tell the machine almost got clogged again. We almost messed it up, but we didn't. Here we go. We got our 1-of switch on the top. We're going to be able to instruct into that switch. And then we got 2 more playable cards in my hand. Perfect. This deck is like stressful to play when you're on the PTCGO timer, though. I'm going to tell you what. It's just, you know, nobody likes to be on their clock when you got to figure out this puzzle every single turn. It is just too much. Oh, and there's Shrine. All right, so he's not quite. This is like the 2nd day in a row that I have missed a bodybuilding dumbbells here. Thought we just had the game there, but alrighty, we're going to have to go at least one more turn and hit this Espeon here for actual game. This is just like prolonging the inevitable, though. We know. Why do I always miss bodybuilding dumbbells? I got to pay a little bit of closer attention, honestly. I don't, like I said, there's like no way that my opponent can pull this one out, I don't think. But they're certainly going to try here, so let's see what we could do. That thing's only got, in fact, it's going to get 230 going into the next turn. It is like very close to just, and our Rangaroo's gone. That's fine, honestly. I think we just stack a Diantha on top just in case, or a Pokemon catcher for next turn. I think we stack a ooh, there is no Diantha left. We were like, yeah, they scoop. All right, they gave it to me. They were like, yeah, I ain't got it like that. And I know it. I knew it. Oh, yeah. Remember that turn we hit the energy? That was sweet. Let's forget about the time that Andrew forgot about bodybuilding dumbbells again. All right. Reminded me that I have to hit the gym or something. Like, honestly. Nope. All right. We'll play one more. I'm going to play one more game. As exhausting as it is mentally to play this deck, I'll run it back. We're going to run it back one more time. See what we get paired up against. It doesn't seem like it would do too well against like Zoroark Control. That definitely seems like a sketchy matchup. So hopefully I don't get paired against any of those. That deck was very popular. Ended up winning the Latin America International Championship. So shout out to Danny Altavilla for taking that one. Awesome stuff there with his Zora Control deck. I think it was the same list that Pramawat and some others ended up piloting. Very good deck there. So I'll be showing off that deck this week as well. I just might need a co-pilot because it seems like it's got a lot going on there. And I don't really want to miss anything or look silly. Who am I talking about? What am I saying? I look silly every single day. So that's fine. We could just wing it. And we could always just wing the Zora Control deck, a deck I've never played before. Just won a national championship. We can give it a try. But that'll be on another day. So make sure to look out for that. I'll either have Natalie with me or I'll have Riley on the phone like, hey, bro. Shout out to Riley as well, who finished in the top 32. So awesome stuff. He got like 18th place or something. We're going to go in here and we're going to Apricorn Maker. We're going to get, I think, just a Nest Ball and an Ultra Ball in order to kind of kick things off. Seems really good. I should not. Yeah, actually, you do thin first. You thin first with these, and then you play the Great Ball, and you see what you get. Okay, so that's that order there. We got a Snubble, which is good. We are playing against a Buzzwole, which is sketch. We're thinking that this Blitzel's probably going down, if I had to guess here. So let's just get ourselves a, I don't know, we can get a Ditto Prism Star, seems pretty good. And then I could just instruct a little bit. I guess I could Ultra Ball away the Granbull and the Pal Pad. And then I could just start instructing. That seems like sketch if I just Ultra Ball here. But that might just be my best option. That or I go for like Zebstrika next turn. But it all kind of seems a little bit sketchy. So we could Ultra Ball those away and then I would instruct for 2. I actually don't mind that. I think I want to just hit more cards, and I kind of need to burn a little bit in order to kind of survive in this matchup. That Buzzwole is just looking awfully menacing over there, and I'm not really trying to deal with a Buzzwole kind of breathing down my neck there on the first turn of the game. Let's instruct for 2. Hopefully we get another Pokemon. Okay, this is like a better hand. I'm more comfortable here for sure. And I got a Ditto Prism Star. We're cool. We can make this work. Okay. So hopefully this Blitzel doesn't get knocked out, but I'm kind of anticipating that it will. And I think that this might be a game where we just end up using Sprint. It could be. We've got just a weird starting hand here, and I feel like Ultra Ball away some cards into Zebstrika on the Ditto, into Sprint. That's probably into Instruct and then into Sprint is probably the way to go, just to kind of be more aggressive and not just get, kicked out of play here as early as turn 2. That's like really stressful. My opponent's got a turn 1 Kukui. Do they have the fighting energy to knock out my Blitzel, though? They do. They've got a unit energy. What's up, Matt Price?
Hello.
He's poking his head in, taking a look around.
The thing got moved out.
Oh, yes, the thing is not in here.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have to talk about those sorting options later, in a minute. Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no, you're fine, Matt. Always a pleasure.
Hello, you two.
Oh, Matt says hello. And hopefully, if you guys have not seen Matt's incredible tweets that he tweeted out the other day, it was very funny. I retweeted it. It was Elon Musk versus Elon Musk. It was very funny. Yes, so shout out to Matt for his creative genius on Twitter. We're going to promote the Snubble here and just try to... That is actually fantastic. That was really a solid top deck for us. So, yes, I have an attack, but at what cost? I think that I have to just sprint this hand away in order to... we got to take a little bit of a chance. So we're just going to do it. I think that I'm going to promote... That or we Ultra Ball the Zebstrika and the Fairy Energy away for another Pokemon, and then sprint. No, we can't sprint. Then instruct. Right. That is like, those are our 2 options. Either way, I'm getting rid of that Fairy Energy, which doesn't feel great. So we could attach the Fairy Energy to the active and then sprint. I'm like kind of cool with that. All right, let's just. Oh, I guess I could have. Yeah, no, we're cool. We're gonna instruct a little bit. See what we get here. Okay, I'm cool with it. And then I think we just do this. We mysterious treasure here, and we just got like the Zeb Strika action going on right now. Like that's just who we got. And then we're gonna all out for 160. That's just what we're doing. What's up, Natalie?
Hello, I'm back.
All out for 160. We don't have a McCargo in play right now. We're actually just rocking the alternative. We've got Zeb Strika, and we've also got Rangaroo. This has just kind of been an odd hand, an odd game with our hands.
Two fairy attached to a Granbull.
I just had one. It was either going to get, I don't know. I don't really know why it's there. I was about to instruct for one. I think like I just was feeling a little confused, but I wanted to instruct for two before I sprinted because like my hand was just awkward.
Right.
I had an Ultra Ball, a fairy, and the Zeb Strika in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have either like, and the Granbull. So I had to put the Granbull down. So then I had Ultra Ball, fairy, and Zeb Strika. So, and I didn't have that Snubble yet.
Oh, okay,
So
that's what I was looking for.
I was like, okay, I could Ultra Ball away the fairy and the Zeb Strika for a Snubble and just attack with a Rangaroo, a Ditto Prism Star, and just the Snubble that I would have gotten. But that seemed like a little bit lackluster.
Right.
So I decided to evolve the Zeb
Uh-oh.
Strika, which was just better. What are they gonna do? They're fine. I'm not worried. I think I'm fine. They could knock out whoever. They could knock out the Zeb Strika. They could knock out the Oranguru. We're good. We're good to go. I honestly am I'm into the Zeb Strika.
The Zeb Strika's good.
He's
Gives you a way to draw under muck too.
It does. It's kind of a wild card to play. You never know how it's gonna buff out. Well, like, ooh, let's take 4, but at least it allows you to kind of hit the eject button on a bad hand. You're just like, no, let's just shuffle. We're gonna try again. Just ship it, get it out of
And
here.
with 3-day, you can get all his cards back.
Exactly. Though I did kind of get run into.
Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, the Zeb Strika. He was cool for a second. I didn't even get to use him, but he was just theoretically there. But it looks like my opponent is going to just Jet Punch. Are they knocking it out? They're doing 30,
Yeah, they are.
50. Oh, and then they have
It's weak.
Oh, it's weak. Okay, yeah, you're right. But they're doing 30. Yeah, 50. But aren't they just doing 50?
No, they're doing.
Why are they doing 70? Do they Kukui?
Yeah, they're Kukoid, but
They Kukui. All right, I
they're
missed the
doing-
Kukui.
they're doing 60, 80. They're
That's
doing
not
100.
That's not the.
Oh, it's a unit.
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like a beast.
It did look like a beast energy. I was gonna
They
say,
did Kukoid,
yeah.
though. I was excited.
We're cool. We're
I think you
Gucci. We're just
yeah.
gonna haul out here. We'll just figure the rest out later. No, actually, no. It only had 30 hit points left. I should have just drawn. For sure, we should have just drawn. But like, that's
That's
fine. It's all good. Like I said, I'm just like trying to, walk the tightrope here that is this deck and try not to fall off. Like, I don't care if I don't walk the tightrope perfectly. I'm just not trying to fall off and just like fall to my demise as I have with this deck so many times. But as long as we got the one Oranguru out here, we're fine. Pokemon Catcher is a super kind of tricky little card we got in here as well. It is very cool. And definitely spicy, if I've ever seen it. Very cool inclusion there. Gives us an option to maybe bring up an opponent's Pokemon on the bench. I really love that. Since Guzma turns can be really hard to pull off with this deck. You need like a couple things to go right. You gotta... Usually they kind of get pulled off when you could stack the Guzma preemptively. So you know that it's coming up as your top deck for next turn. And then you can kind of work out some other things. But it is kind of tough to target down things on your opponent's bench. So the Pokemon Catcher is super cool there. We need to figure out, I think we need to just take like a chance on a turn and just like draw into cards. We definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
But if my opponent's not hitting Beast Ring, then it's
They
just...
had the Cynthia for it, it seems.
They didn't have a Vulpix out, right?
No, they did.
Oh, they
They
did.
did it last turn.
Okay.
Oh,
So the Guzma, are they going to take like a... this is... yes, on the
Well, if you
Sledgehammer
top
turn.
deck, at least you're going to be able to knock that out.
Exactly. So we're looking for... But they don't have anything really going on yet. And also, if we could bring up a GX and knock it out, that would be fantastic. So if we could just top deck a Shrine, please, and then just hit on the Lele, that would just be... That would really...
Nice.
All right, we're just going for it at this point. I'm not...
You think?
I need to draw cards. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for it. I need to make some things
you need
happen.
to take this knockout here.
You think so?
I think so. Because if you don't, then they get a free.
I'll
knockout
have
on your
like
Granbull.
an extra card in my hand from the All Out, I guess. Yeah, I guess I gotta take this
I feel like
knockout.
you
That
take the
just feels bad.
knockout.
I needed to draw on the one
I
card with the
know.
Buzzwole to help set up a little bit more, but it's fine. This is the
With no, yeah, I knew you were
Apricorn
gonna get an
Maker.
Apricorn Maker.
Okay, that helps, but it's still really tough because I'm not guaranteeing myself any energy. So my opponent's probably gonna go B string this turn. I have not seen
They didn't have it
my.
last turn. They got a Cynthia, but then Guzma. Oh, there's B string.
There's B string, yeah. So, yikes.
But like instead of attaching, they like brought up the Buzzwole, attached to it, but then they Guzma and used multi-switch.
Yeah. Huh. So that is also a unit.
Yeah.
What are these units for? Oh, they want to
Alolan
attack with the
Ninetales.
Alolan Ninetales. I see. That's kind of cute. All right. So they've got Rescue Stretcher. They're probably going to bring back, what, like a Buzzwole or something. Yep, there it goes. And, yeah, we might be in a tough spot without that Macargo. I'm not sure that the deck can kind of keep this up for too long.
Yeah, it's a little
We've got one Instruct. So we need to, like, get our second Oranguru out into play, which is in the discard pile. That's horrible. All right. We need our second Oranguru back out, and we need to, like, you know, draw into energy and choice band. That would just be our dream. And then we could knock out this Buzzwole in one hit, and it would be fantastic, and we would celebrate and be just be great. Great. Gonna promote this damage Snubble next turn. We need to kind of get that one in the active, I guess. Though my opponent should be taking one-hit knockouts every turn for the remainder of the game.
I don't know if I guess, I mean, you probably will get a Granbull out, but you might not get the energy. As in, say, if you miss it and you don't get the Granbull, they can get like they get a free knockout
Yeah.
without having to play any Kukui or anything.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, they can, whatever, Knuckle Impact, but I guess they might even Absorption here. Knuckle Impact is fine, but I think they could have Absorption that for knockout. I doubt they're going to use Dangerous Rogue, but I guess they're keeping it as an option. Yeah, I'm just going to go in with this one and see what we get. Come on. Need a Fairy Energy. We got to switch. Okay, it's Apricorn Maker. And so what do we do here? I think we need an Ultra Ball and an S Ball.
I think you get a Great Ball because if you instruct into energy, you can't get rid of it.
Okay, like these?
Yeah, because if you instruct, because you're going to have to instruct to play the... Oh, I mean, you can Ultra Ball away. I guess grab an S Ball and then Ultra Ball away the S Ball on the switch. Because you can't... You're going to instruct, but then what if you instruct into the energy that you need?
So grab what? Nest Ball, you said?
Yeah, something that you're going to have to pitch the Nest Ball with the Ultra Ball, I think.
So then I Ultra Ball both these things away? I just Ultra Ball all these things away.
I think so.
And
What
then
else would
instruct
you
for
do?
3 and just hope I
else
hit
would you
energy
do?
and 2 burnable cards. You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
so,
you could have... I mean, you could have got a Great Ball and hoped you hit a Pokemon off of it, but it's probably
sketch.
not.
Yep. Yeah. No, we had to get that switch out of there because we don't want that really. So that's fine. And I think we need to give ourselves the highest chance to maybe
Is
hit.
Tate and Liza still in deck?
Yeah.
You could hit that. I mean, you might be able to put your hand down after you Tate and Liza.
All right. Let's see how we do. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Just no. It's over. Yeah. This is bad news for sure. Oh boy. Even if we had just hit. No, there's nothing. We got Guzma. This is all bad. All right. Well, yeah, so that's it. The machine clogged. Couldn't quite get there. I think maybe I could have saved. It's not even a guarantee. I just would have gotten myself like 1 or 2 more cards. That 1 or 2 more cards could have helped me to set up a Macargo if we just used all out for 30 instead of 160 that one turn. But I wasn't really paying attention. So it's all good. How many times have I said that? Gosh, I need to just focus in. I mean, we could just have an entire silent gameplay, but I feel like that would just be less fun. That would be less fun, wouldn't it? We really got there that first game, though. That was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, good game to my opponent. They got it. I can't take 3 prizes in one turn. They've got a bunch of guaranteed knockouts. So, I'm going to go ahead and scoop that one up, and that's it for Nicolas's Top 4 Latin American International Championship Granbull deck. Such a cool deck overall. Love some of the card inclusions in it. Definitely a challenging deck to play. Very challenging. Very rewarding, though, if you are good at it. So going to show off Nicolas's list here real quick, and let me know what you guys think of Granbull in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check out the Etsy store and Patreon stuff in the description below, as well as the art contest that I'm hosting with a grand prize of $100. Entries are due December 14th, so check that out in the description below as well if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching. Peace.